Now let's talk about what conditional formatting is. There's a method in Excel called conditional formatting where you can highlight cells with a certain color depending on the cell's value. So basically, if the cell meets the condition, you can highlight it. And if it doesn't meet the condition, you can do something else. In this way, you can set certain rules to highlight cells. For example, you could say if the value is less than a certain number, then you can do something. If it's less than, greater than, equal to, or not equal to, you can use these comparators to compare the value in the cell. If it satisfies the condition, you can highlight it. Another technique for highlighting or conditional formatting is if your value is within the top 10% or bottom 10% of the cell values. You can highlight those cells as well. So these are the different methods. You can also create your own rule. There's a conditional formatting button in Excel on the Home tab. You can also set up your own rule to highlight the cell. So this is a very important or very useful feature for us. For example, if I want to highlight the month where my sales were less than 10% compared to other sales, I can do that. Or I might want to highlight a month where my profit margins were very high. What were the parameters for that? I want to highlight all the employees who are getting less feedback, or whose performance is below, say, my threshold of 10, those whose performance is less than 5 or 7. I want to highlight all those names, so I could use this as conditional formatting to format my data values. This is different from sorting and filtering. Sorting just arranges the values, filtering selects the values, and conditional formatting highlights the values. So this is just as important as sorting and filtering in Excel. Now let's see how we can use this. Let's see how conditional formatting would work here. For example, if you want to check or highlight only those values that are less than 40. To do that, we can just select all the columns. Select all the values from this column and then click the conditional formatting button. Here we have multiple options for formatting. If you want to define a new rule, you can just click here and add your rule. If you want to use the predefined rules for top or bottom values, you have these rules right here. If you want to highlight the top 10 names, top 10 items, or values that are performing above the average, you can do that from here. If you want to use comparators like greater than, less than, between, equal to, not equal to, or even highlight duplicate values, you can do that using this conditional formatting. So let's try and check if we want to see from all these values which ones are less than 40. So for that, just select all the data points. Select all the data points, go to conditional formatting, click on less than, and I want to check for values less than 40, and highlight those. You also have options for how you want to highlight it. You can highlight it with a light red color, dark red color, green or something like that, even with borders. You can customize this format as well. We'll go with a light red fill and dark red text. So all the values that were less than 40 are now highlighted. You can do that. If you want to remove this condition, you can just clear the rules for the selected cell or for the entire sheet as well. That way, it will go away. This is how you can apply conditional formatting in Excel for data cleaning purposes.
If you enjoyed this video, you can enroll in Great Learning Academy for free. Choose from hundreds of courses across multiple domains and earn a certificate of completion along the way. And if you want to take it a step further, you can try Great Learning Academy Pro Plus with a free trial. It provides access to additional premium courses with more advanced content from distinguished faculty, along with features like guided projects, a resume builder, and mock interviews to make your learning journey even richer. Link is in the description.